Welcome to the Sky News live stream of what is going to be the nominations for the 98th Academy Awards. Hopefully, if you're tuning in, you're a fan of films, and I'm going to be, in the next half hour, taking you through the names and the different films that are going to be selected for this year's Academy Awards. It's always quite an exciting thing. There's always an element of chaos. I don't know if you can see all of the layout of various sort of paperwork we've got on the go, spreadsheets, marker pens. We can do this together, though. So, yeah, stay tuned. In about 2 minutes, we are expecting the actors Danielle Brooks and Lewis Pullman to be taken to the stage and announcing the first batch of who this year's nominees are. It's split into two parts. The first part is going to be more of the sort of supporting actors that are announced to the world. It's the second part of the announcement that comes after a bit of a interval in the middle where we find out who the best picture is, who the best director is, and who the best actors are. But look, it's going to be a really interesting Oscars this year. It's taking place on the 15th of March at the Dolby Theatre, once again, as it is always. This year it's presented by Conan O'Brien, who did a brilliant job of hosting last year. But in terms of British talent, look, the big talking point that everyone is wondering this year is whether or not we Brits are actually going to get any nominations at all. Our one hope appears to be lying with Wunmi Mosaku, who might be nominated for Best Supporting for Sinners, but really she is our most sort of notable actress that we think might be in the running. Aside from that, though, it's an absolutely brilliant year in terms of Irish talent, with Jessie Buckley tipped to be nominated for Best Actress. In fact, not just tipped to be nominated, many people are seeing her as the front-runner, the one to beat in terms of that Best Actress prize. It is an exquisite performance that she gives in Hamlet alongside Paul Mescal. Will he be up for Best Supporting Actor? We'll find out that soon as well. Of course, he'd be up against the stars of One Battle After Another, Leonardo DiCaprio, who is tipped to do very well. We're expecting One Battle After Another to perhaps be the one to beat this year, leading in terms of the number of nominations. I mean, that is going to be the thing. Could it be an all-time Oscar record that is broken? If One Battle After Another is nominated for more than 14 awards, then it will be setting records, because previous other Academy Awards candidates that have been nominated for 14 include All About Eve, Titanic back in 1997, La La Land. So listen out for the numbers at the very end of this, and we'll find out whether or not it beats the sort of record of 14 nominations. But we are hoping that very soon the actors Danielle Brooks and Lewis Pullman will be taken to the stage. Look, they are over there in Los Angeles as we speak, and we are expecting to hear from them as they make their announcement very soon. 5:30 in the morning over there, but they're doing this to feed into the breakfast shows on the East Coast of America, where it's a bit later on. But of course, it works for us as an international audience as we find out exactly who is in the running. Shall we take a listen?
Early in the morning here in Los Angeles, but we know that there are people watching this in every time zone all over the world. This year, the Oscars celebrates our humanity, our connection with each other, and reminds us once again that the world is made up of individual stories that have the power to unite us through narratives that speak to the emotions we all share. We live in a time of limitless technology that enables us to push the boundaries of our cinematic experience.
So at the moment, this is the president of the Academy talking ahead of the actors Danielle Brooks and Lewis Pullman, who will be making the announcement themselves. As I said, this was the 98th Academy Awards. It will be taking place on the 15th of March. So what have we got? A couple of months before it actually takes place. But of course, everyone is keen to know who those 10 Best Picture nominees will be. And we'll find out very shortly.
Our nominees are voted on by the esteemed members of the Academy. And not only are we looking forward to honouring them at the Oscars on Sunday, March 15th, we are thrilled that Conan O'Brien is returning as our Oscars host. I would like to thank our ASL interpreters for making today's announcement accessible. And now, to announce the 98th Academy Award nominees, please welcome Oscar-nominated actress Danielle Brooks and actor Lewis Pullman.
Thank you, Lynette.
And thank you to the Academy for inviting us to announce the nominees this morning.
Danielle, you were nominated for an Oscar for The Color Purple, in case you forgot. What was that like when you heard them call your name that morning?
A day I could never forget, honey. Oh my God, it was a dream come true. And how about we make some other people's dreams come true?
That sounds great to me.
All right, let's do it.
Danielle, as a former nominee in this next category, why don't you just kick it off, take the first one.
Okay. For performance by an actress in a supporting role. Elle Fanning in Sentimental Value. Inga Eve's daughter, Lilas, in Sentimental Value. Amy Madigan in Weapons. Wunmi Masaku in Sinners. And Tiana Taylor in One Battle.
The nominees for achievement in makeup and hairstyling are Frankenstein, Kokuo, Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and The Ugly Stepsister.
Coming up right now, the nominees for achievement in music original score. Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Sinners.
And now, here are the nominees for Best Live Action Short Film. Butcher's Stain, A Friend of Dorothy, Jane Austen's period drama, The Singers, and Two People Exchanging Saliva.
For Best Animated Short Film, the nominees are Butterfly, Forever Green, The Girl Who Cried Pearls, Retirement Plan, and The Three Sisters.
There are two award categories honoring writing. The first for adapted screenplay. The nominees are Begonia, screenplay by Will Tracy. Frankenstein, written for the screen by Guillermo del Toro. Hamnet, screenplay by Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell. One Battle After Another, written by Paul Thomas Anderson. And Train Dreams, screenplay by Clint Bentley and Greg Cuidar.
And for original screenplay, the nominees are Blue Moon, written by Robert Kaplow. It Was Just an Accident, written by Jafar Panahi. Script collaborators Nader Saivar, Shad Meher Rothstein, Mehdi Mahmoudian.
Marty Supreme, written by Ronald Bronstein and Josh Safdie. Sentimental Value, written by Eskil Fucht, Joachim Trier. And Sinners, written by Ryan Coogler.
So, since I did the first acting award, you take this one.
Thank you, Danielle. Here are the nominees for performance by an actor in a supporting role. Benicio del Toro in One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo in Sinners. Sean Penn, One Battle After Another. And Stellan Skarsgård in Sentimental Value.
Oh my God, that was so exciting. Okay, it's time for our halftime break. Congratulations to the first round of Oscar nominees.
We'll be back with more nominations.
And look, that was exciting. We were worried about the fact that there might be no British stars nominated in the acting categories. We've done it. We've got Wunmi Mosaku nominated for Sinners. So look, we've at least got one British actor to be rooting for this year. Look, if you don't know her background, it's a phenomenal role, firstly, to say that she plays in Sinners. It's this sort of voodoo sort of healer, sort of spiritual matriarch that she plays in Sinners, which is this sort of gothic vampire horror film, which has been one of the most talked about movies of the year, really. Look, there are dim and distant hopes that there might be some other names. Possibly Cynthia Erivo could be up for Best Actress. Possibly Emily Blunt for Wicked for Cynthia and for The Smashing Machine for Emily. But it's seeming quite unlikely. It really is seeing, if you look at the sort of the favourites going into this, it is seeming more like Wunmi Mosaku may be the only British actress that we have nominated this year. But look, we haven't got onto the Irish stars yet. In the second half of these announcements, which we get, we'll find out which of the Irish talent, which of the Best Actor, Best Actress nominations. We're expecting the Irish talent to do incredibly well because of Hamnet, because of Paul Mescal and Jessie Buckley. Jessie Buckley really is the actress that everyone is talking about this year in terms of being the one to beat. It is a terrific performance that she gives in Hamnet, playing the wife of Shakespeare. It's poignant, it's emotional, it's incredibly moving. So really the second half of these nominations are going to be the ones to watch out for. But look, there are a few obvious film titles that are coming up a lot now. We've got One Battle After Another coming up, lots and lots in the nominations, up for screenplay, up for costume, also up for supporting actor. You've got Sean Penn nominated, an incredible role by Sean Penn in One Battle After Another, playing this military man with a grudge to bear, almost, if you like. And also, look, there's Hamnet is another one that's coming up a lot. Train Dreams is nominated for screenplay. If you haven't seen Train Dreams, which is streaming on Netflix at the moment, it's an incredibly moving story, really, about one man and who's going through a lot of loss. He is somebody that has helped sort of been a railway worker who's lost his wife and loses his child as well. And it's an incredibly moving story. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not that picks up any more nominations as well. It's interesting if you take some of the themes of this year's Oscars, which seems to be emerging as well. Parenting certainly seems to be one. Sentimental Value, which we heard mentioned a number of times there. It's a family drama that's all starts really at the point where we know that the mother has died, so grief and parenting. Similar things that come up in the film Hamnet, which is all about Shakespeare, who has and Shakespeare's wife, and them losing their son. So grief, parenting, a rebellion against authoritarianism is another thing that seems to be a theme this year. One Battle After Another, of course, addresses that. That's all Leonardo DiCaprio playing this revolutionary who's trying to find his kidnapped daughter, but it's at its core set against this sort of political revolution that's taking place. Another film that talks about sort of authoritarianism and rebellion is The Secret Agent, which is a Brazilian film which is set to do very well. It talks about political anarchism and resisting oppressive state forces. Right, shall we take the stream again? Let's cross back to these presenters. Danielle Brooks and Lewis Pullman are informing us about the next nominations.
Hamnet. Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another. The Secret Agent, and Sinners.
Next, the nominees for Achievement in Costume Design. Avatar, Fire and Ash. Frankenstein. Hamnet. Marty Supreme. And Sinners.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Music, Original Song. Dear Me from Diane Warren, Relentless. Golden from K-Pop Demon Heat. I Lied to You from Sinners. Sweet Dreams of Joy from Viva Verdi. And Train Dreams from Train Dreams.
And now the nominees for Best Documentary Feature Film. The Alabama Solution. Come See Me in the Good Light, Cutting Through Rocks, Mr. Nobody Against Putin, and The Perfect Neighbor.
Coming up right now, the nominees for Best Documentary Short Film. They are All the Empty Rooms, Armed Only with a Camera, The Life and Death of Brent Renault, Children No More Were and Are Gone, The Devil is Busy, and Perfectly a Strangeness.
For Best International Feature Film, the nominees are The Secret Agent, Brazil. It Was Just an Accident, France. Sentimental Value, Norway. Sirat, Spain. And The Voice of Hind Rajab, Tunisia.
For Best Animated Feature Film, here are the nominees. Arco, Elio, K-Pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie or the Character of Rain, and Zootopia 2.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Production Design. Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners.
Next, the nominees for Achievement in Film Editing. F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners.
And for Achievement in Sound, here are the nominees. F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Sirat.
For Achievement in Visual Effects, the nominees are Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, Jurassic World Rebirth, The Lost Bus, and Sinners.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Cinematography. Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams.
For a performance by an actor in a leading role, the nominees are Timothée Chalamet in Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, and Wagner Moura in The Secret Agent.
For performance by an actress in a leading role, the nominees are Jessie Buckley in Hamnet, Rose Byrne in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue, Renata Reinsva in Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone in Begonia.
For Achievement in Directing, the nominees are Chloe Zhao, Hamnet, Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler, Sinners.
And for our final category, let's read them together.
I think you got it. Okay.
Please.
The 10 films nominated for Best Picture are
Begonia, Ed Guiney and Andrew Lowe, Yorgos Lanthimos, Emma Stone, and Lars Knudsen, producers.
F1, Chad Omen, Brad Pitt, Didi Gardner, Jeremy Kleiner, Joseph Kosinski, and Jerry Bruckheimer, producers.
Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro, J. Miles Dale, and Scott Stuber, producers.
Hamnet, Liza Marshall, Pippa Harris, Nicholas Gonda, Steven Spielberg, and Sam Mendes, producers.
Marty Supreme, Eli Bush, Ronald Braunstein, Josh Safdie, Anthony Koutagis, and Timothy Chalamet, producers.
One Battle After Another, Adam Somner, Sarah Murphy, and Paul Thomas Anderson, producers.
The Secret Agent, Emily Leclos, producer.
Sentimental Value, Maria Eckerholt and Andrea Bertinson Otmar, producers.
Sinners, Zinzi Kugler, Sev Ohanian, and Ryan Kugler, producers.
And Train Dreams, Marissa McMahon, Teddy Schwarzman, Janowitz, Ashley Schlafer, and Michael Heimler, producers.
Congratulations to all of this year's nominees.
This is so great. I truly enjoy being here with you. And for us to have the honor of announcing this year's Oscar nominees to movie fans around the globe.
Make sure to watch the Oscars live from the Dolby Theater at Ovation Hollywood, hosted by Conan O'Brien on Sunday, March 15th, 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific, live on ABC and Hulu. Have a wonderful morning.
Film fan, it does involve staying up through the night to watch the actual Oscar ceremony itself, and it takes place at the Dolby Theatre in March, but it is worth it. And we now, look, if you're into films, we now know our 10 Best Picture nominees. So One Battle After Another is nominated. It's done extraordinarily well. We are working through at the moment to bring you the facts and the figures of exactly how many they've got this year. But One Battle After Another is nominated. Sinners is nominated. Hamnet, which has so many of our great Irish stars in it, Marty Supreme, Frankenstein, Sentimental Value, Train Dreams, Begonia, The Secret Agent, and F1. Those are your 10 Best Picture nominees for this year. And look, it's been a really interesting year in terms of who won what. We believe that actually the final tally for One Battle isn't quite record-breaking. It would have to be more than 14 in order to set a record. We believe that One Battle After Another has actually only, in fact, got 13 nominations this year, 9 for Marty Supreme and for Frankenstein and Sentimental Value, and 8 for Hamnet. But look, in terms of acting talent and British stars, we have just the one nomination, but she's a good one. Best Actress in a Supporting category. Wunmi Masaku is nominated for her role in Sinners. I think a lot of people might remember her from, she was starred in won a BAFTA for her role in a drama that was on the BBC about Damilola Taylor. She was extraordinarily talented in that drama, and she's brilliant in the film Sinners as well. If you haven't seen it yet, it is worth checking out. But she is our one hope in terms of British talent going across to the Oscars this year. In terms of Irish talent, though, an extraordinarily good year for the Irish actors because of Hamnet, because you've got Paul Mescal nominated for Best Actor and for Best Actress. You've got Jessie Buckley. Look, Jessie Buckley really is the one to beat. It is an extraordinarily brilliant performance that she gives in Hamnet. But look, who's she up against? Rose Byrne, who I believe she is a first-time nominee this year. She's up against Emma Stone, who of course has been nominated before. She's an old hand when it comes to the Oscars. Kate Hudson as well is in there. Look, Best Director, I think it might have been a little bit of a shock that Guillermo del Toro wasn't nominated for Frankenstein. Frankenstein, which look, it's up for Best Picture. I think it's sort of mixed reviews in terms of how critics received it, really. But in terms terms of the sort of nuts and bolts of it as a film, the irony, Frankenstein, nuts and bolts, but in terms of how the film is made, you can't doubt that it belongs to be here in the running this year in terms of production and design and in terms of the things like makeup. But no nomination in terms of Best Director for Guillermo del Toro. But Chloe Zhao surely has to be the one to beat in terms of Best Director, nominated for Hamnet. Do we need to talk about K-pop, the invasion of K-pop at this year's Oscars as well? K-pop Demon Hunters nominated for animated feature film, also up for original song as well for Golden. Look, we can't finish this live stream as well without talking about the fact that Diane Warren, who has been nominated but never won at the Oscars, she's been nominated 16 times and has a record as being one of the most nominated Oscar contenders in history to never win. She's up again, nominated for Best Song this year. So I think everyone will be tuning in, trying to hope and keep everything sort of crossed for Diane Warren in the hope that the songwriter actually wins this year. But it's going to be a really interesting Oscars this year. I think everyone will clearly be rooting for Wunmi Masaku for Sinners when it comes to supporting actress, but also Jessie Buckley and Paul Mescal for those Best Actor and Best Actress roles. Who will win? Well, look, tune in to the Oscars. We're going to be out there at the Vanity Fair party, so we'll be bringing you all of the reaction from the winners as they come through with their statuettes. So it's definitely worth tuning into Sky News for that. But you've been watching the live stream of this year's Oscar nominations here on Sky News. If you want any more information, all of the details of exactly who's won what is up on the Sky News blog.